Cell basics. What is a cell? Cell theory. All living things are composed of cells. Animals, plants, bacteria, all of these things, anything that's alive, it's composed of one or more cells. Cells are the basic unit of life. A cell is the smallest unit that is considered living. One cell is alive. New cells are produced from other cells. Here a cell is going through a process called mitosis, where it's going to grow and split, and the result is two cells identical to the first cell. All cells must have the following things: a cell membrane, cytoplasm, DNA and RNA, and ribosomes. Now let's talk about all of these things. Number 1, the cell membrane. It's also known as the plasma membrane. This is the protective, flexible layer that surrounds cells and keeps the appropriate contents in and out. Cell membranes are made mostly of phospholipids. These two pictures are cells, and we're looking at a cross-section of the cells, so you can see the phospholipid bilayer. We call it a bilayer because there's two layers of phospholipids. This is a phospholipid, and you can see within the left side of it, that is what we call the phosphate head. And then the tails are made of lipids. So just like you see right there in the layer, the phospholipids, their heads are on the outside of the cell and the inside of the cell, and then their tails come together in the middle. It's because the heads like water and the tails don't, so they're going to stick to one another and they're going to keep water out, forming a nice layer between the cell and the outside world. The second thing it needs is the cytoplasm. So if you look at the bottom, we have a vocabulary word breakdown. Cyto means cell, and plasm means something molded or created. So the cytoplasm is the gel-like fluid that fills the cell. It's made mostly of water, salts, and proteins. The third thing all cells need is DNA and RNA, nucleic acids that direct all of life. DNA is used to make RNA, which is similar to DNA but has different sugars and bases. We'll talk a lot about DNA next semester. The last thing they need are ribosomes. The vocabulary word breakdown for this, ribo means ribonucleic, as in RNA, and some comes from soma, which means body. This looks like a jumble of ribbon. This is a ribosome. They're made mostly of RNA and some proteins. Here is a more animated cartoon version of a ribosome. And what this orange thing is, the ribosome, it moves along the strand at the bottom, that RNA, and it's going to form proteins. They read the mRNA, it's one type of RNA, and they build proteins. There's the protein. So take a few minutes to recall the 3 points of cell theory and 4 components all cells must have. If you don't remember these things, go back and watch the video again.